Herb smoking Hadid gets a slap on the wrist while vacationing in the Cayman Islands.
Floridians should prepare themselves to vote on recreational as the state Supreme Court doesn't give a fuck what Ashley Moody thinks.
Cruises. We all know how I feel about the giant metal toilet bowls in the ocean. Now you'll be able to enjoy strangers' germs while being butt booty naked on one.
So grab your weed and smoke one with us for this fun-filled episode.
Grind, 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 grind those flowers.
Hee hee, I'm a canna queen.
Yeehaw! Smoke them if you got them, partner.
Zzz, let's spark one up.
And the money comes now, because that's what they say.
Oh my God, I'm tired of seeing it on my feed, honestly.
Me too. It's
Ever since
wild.
you brought it up, all of a sudden it's always on my
everywhere.
page.
It's absolutely everywhere. It's bonkers. We'll talk about it. I'm Sunny D.
And I'm Captain J.
And we're the pot smoking moms. Thanks for coming and listening to the show. If you like us, do us a favor. Instead of gifting it up like you would do in the live stream, rate, subscribe, share, and hey, be friends with us on all our social media platforms. Potsmokingmoms.com is the website. I know what you're waiting for.
I have been waiting to Sesh for like the last 20 minutes.
All right, guys. You know what that means. Grab your pieces. We're headed for a smoke sesh.
Yep.
What you got today, Jay?
I got from Fluent Freedom Town Holdings lemon pastries. It's an indica dominant hybrid crossed with Oreo Oreo and jet fuel gelato. The sweet tart, creamy citrus and frosting aromas and flavors make the dessert strain better than any other of grandma's recipes. Starting with a quick cerebral rush of euphoria followed by heavy sedation, you will refresh the mind before slipping into full body relaxation. In addition, lemon pastry consumers have noted benefits in relieving stress like anxiety, depression, and chronic pain symptoms. Major terpenes include terpenoline, limonene, and beta myrcene. I know that you could really smell the limonene.
Yeah, she was like, D, you're gonna love the smell of this. Yeah. And I did. It smelled really good. It was very like super very lemon haze, very lemony. I have Perfect Triangle. It's an indica dominant strain from Freedom Town Holdings from Fluent, crossed with Perfect OG and TKBX1. The citrusy, earthy pine and fuel buds present in a beautifully distinct structures and produce calming, uplifted euphoria, perfect for keeping you stress-free and energized throughout the day. In addition, users of Freedom Town Holdings Perfect Triangle know benefits in relieving symptoms associated with depression, anxiety, chronic pain, and stress disorders. Major terpenes for this one includes myrcene, limonene, and linalool.
Oh yeah, that's a real chill one right there.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Getting some of that freeze pipe action, whatever's left of the freeze on that. Still good. Very nice. Hey, if you got a strain you're smoking in the comments, I mean, oh my God, what am I doing?
Tell us about it in the comments.
Yes. If you have a strain that you enjoy, please let us know. We're always looking for new strains, especially if you're in the Florida market, because it makes it higher probability that we can find that strain. So we're going to rate this. Aroma, taste, initial effects. So for my Perfect Triangle, I would say that the initial smell gets a 4. It smells good. It smells diesel-y, but very light. It's not as intense as some others. Taste, I will give a taste a 5. It tastes really good. It tastes better than it smells, actually. And initial effects, I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Aroma, I'm giving it a 5. It smells great. I love
really
the
good.
smell. Taste, I'm going to give it a 3. And I don't know if it's maybe because I need to clean my bowl.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. But perhaps.
Yeah.
3.
because it does smell very good. So I'm going
Right.
to give it a 3. And then initial effects, I am giving it a 4. It's very nice. Very nice initial effects there. Let's see how it holds for the rest of the show. Be sure to stick around for our high point check-in. Was it that what we call it?
Yeah, high point.
Is
It's
that what we call
the
it?
high point. Yeah. We're, you know,
all these new things we
I
keep
know.
adding.
We keep adding, trying,
Let us
testing
know
it
if you
out.
like this. Do you like that we're rating it now? Do you enjoy that? Please, we enjoy your feedback. Let us
Yes.
know what you think.
Let us know. We got a season finale coming up, and we're going to do a live stream prior to airing the show. So if you'd like to get in on that, we love having you in because it gives us a chance to talk to you while we're recording our episode.
You get to be part of the show.
Yeah.
You're basically responding to your comments.
Exactly. So August 5th, 8 o'clock at night, right? 8 p.m.
We said 8 p.m. Eastern.
Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Check our YouTubes.
We will be putting
Check our
posts about
Facebook.
it. Yeah, once we should schedule it already.
All right. Down like James Brown.
We're gonna have a few guests coming on live as well. So yeah, come hang out with us.
Come hang out with us. Do you have any updates? Sis? You're just recovering still from last weekend's.
Yeah, no, I just got back
festivities.
from having a few days off from work. So I've just had a shitload of work when I got back to work and just living life. Now I just want to go back to the ocean because after spending 4 days in a row by it, I'm like, I need to go back. So
Yeah.
I want to go back to the beach tomorrow. That's the plan. And then go see Barbie.
Barbie.
I'm a Barbie girl.
I want to see Barbie. I would like to see it without my children, though. I understand that it's not like it's like a family film, but I feel like it's for like older kids. It's not really for little kids. So I would like to see that.
Isn't it PG-13?
It's PG-13, right?
Yeah,
so my
so,
kids,
yeah.
I wouldn't take them to go see. We went actually this past weekend to actually yesterday, yesterday we went to see Elemental. It's a new kids film.
I want to see that.
It's really
a new
cute.
Disney movie.
It was really cute.
Been
really
waiting
nice.
for that one to come out.
We had fun. Took the girls out to that. My oldest turned 6 this past week. I know she's 6.
That's crazy.
I am so devoid. Like my house is in shambles right now, and I'm so devoid of ideas. Putting on a party for a kid is expensive. It's tiresome. My children have birthdays one after the other, so I'm trying to like cash in on the fact that we could do like vacation because they have summertime birthdays.
Yeah.
But I always feel a little guilty for not like doing a whole thing for them. You know what I mean? So I said to her, like, what do you want to do? And she was like, oh, can we go to Rainforest Cafe? And I was
that's
like,
cool.
we could do that today. Let's do it. And then we had like some family get together and we gave her a little Rainforest Cafe with a like sparkly volcano, which like I feel so bad for employees of Rainforest Cafe who have to like deliver these. Yeah, do the whole, they have like a birthday song they have to sing.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well, at least it's not like Johnny Rockets where they have to dance every time like a certain song comes on.
We had to do the
like
fucking
that.
YMCA when I worked at the Hard Rock Cafe, and we would have to get on
every
the chairs.
time the YMCA played. You had to do it.
We had every time the
or
YMCA
would they purposely
played,
play it throughout the night to make you guys do it? Like,
they both like it would have happened randomly, and they would play it randomly, and then we would have to do the birthday things.
Get into places,
right? Everybody would be like, "Come on, guys." And they would have, you know, the shift captains had to grab people from the back and be like, "We have to do this," because everybody was like, "I don't want to fucking do this."
They
shit
try to
again.
disappear.
I am saying. But we went to fucking Rainforest Cafe. Hopefully, we're supposed to be going to Legoland, so that's their big like birthday gift. It's planned.
Oh, okay.
We're doing it.
Okay.
So we really are excited for that because it's been like 2 years since we've had like a family
That's
vacation.
Gonna be fun.
You know?
I've never been to Legoland. I've always wanted to go and check it out.
Yeah, they say it's good. Even we have a pothead mom takes her teenage daughters. Like they love to go.
I mean, Legos are awesome.
Yeah. So I always thought that maybe it was like a little kid park because everybody's like, oh, it's really good for the little kids.
No, I think it's pretty much for all ages.
But we're gonna have fun, and it's the summer, so we're gonna do the water park thing too.
Nice.
Yeah. And we're just working on trying to get the house fixed, you know.
Yeah.
We had to
That's
go
a mission.
tile shopping. Also,
that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
I get overwhelmed with all the decisions that need to be made.
Oh my God, absolutely. And then having to take children out to these places
to go, and they don't want to be there.
They do not want to be there. And I do not want to be taking care of them there.
I had one, and that was a mission when we were remodeling here, him complaining anytime we went anywhere.
Oh my God. Yeah, even just saying, hey, we're going to go to the tile store. It's like, oh, get ready to fucking fight. How long
is that going to take?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, fucking shut up. You know, whatever. Having to lug children around is a pain in the ass, and not having people where you could just be like, hey, can you come over for like a few minutes?
You remember being little and being dragged everywhere your parents had to go?
I was really far apart from my siblings, so it's not like we ever hung out together. Like they're 12 and 8 years older than me, so yeah, I was the one who was being schlepped around, and there was no tablets, there were no cell phones. I would have to, do that thing where you would did you ever get lost in the clothing rack at the store?
Oh my God, yeah, I would hide in them all the time.
Yeah, that was it. Oh, and then me and my friend, whenever we would go to church on Sundays, and we would have lunch afterwards, and then we would go like to the mall. Mm-hmm. We'd get all the sugar packets, bro. This was terrible. And we would just like leave trails of stuff. I know, awful.
Sugar everywhere?
Stuff to entertain ourselves. Sugar everywhere. Because why not? You know what I mean? Because we're little fucking asshole kids.
Oh my goodness.
That's what kids do. Bullshit like that.
Oh
so it's like,
goodness.
we try to limit our outings because at this point it's a whole fucking thing. And then it always turns into them. You always end up buying something for them, or and then it was just like, where do you just gotta draw the line somewhere? Because I'm a sucker too. I love buying shit for my kids. You know what I mean? To see the joy on their faces. But then, they're wrapped up with electronics. It's like you buy them a toy for what, anyways? For it to get just lost in the jumble of shit.
Just be added to all the shit you got that you don't pay attention
One
to.
more piece of shit
you just
to trip on the floor.
In this moment, you want it.
Right. It fills the void temporarily.
Oh, children's. Are you watching anything new?
No, just hopping around before I fall asleep. I haven't really gotten into anything new. We just watched that movie Elemental, but nothing.
Oh, that's when you went to the movies, yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't really gotten into any TV shows. How many TV shows have you gotten into this past
So the show I listened to the show I talked about last week, Foundation, some of the Pot Smoking moms have also started watching it.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to basically be our next watch party show now, because the Crowded Room is ending. We only have like one more episode of that. So the new show that we're probably going to start watching together is Foundation. So yeah, that's the one I talked about last week, where you I think your eyes glossed over when I tried to
Yeah, I was like,
the best way to describe it is like a super space
Genetic
Game of Thrones
dynasty.
It's like a Game of Thrones space version. You know what I mean?
Clone. So, yeah. No, he's just the same guy being.
Yeah, that's what you're. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But there's, a whole bunch more to that I didn't want to give away. And then the Crowded Room's almost done. But then I watched the docuseries. It's actually about Billy Milligan, who is the guy that the Crowded Room is about. Well, not about, but inspired by. Because in the Crowded Room, he's not as criminal as Billy Milligan was. So that was a really interesting doc series. And I think, the Crowded Room is the one with Tom Holland. And in this one, you feel a lot of empathy towards him because he didn't really do a really bad crime. This guy was a serial rapist, may have murdered somebody. He is like what stereotyped that multiple personalities can be violent.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really interesting series. And then I watched the first episode, and I don't know if I might keep watching it, of this show called Full Circle, which is on Max. It has a really good cast.
Dawson? Is that Dawson?
No.
Who's that guy there on the bottom?
This guy right here?
Yeah, what's his face?
That's what's his name? Dennis Quaid.
That's Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, that's Dennis Quaid.
That Claire doesn't Danes look like there Dennis at the bottom. Quaid.
It is Dennis Quaid.
Claire Danes, yeah. And
then this is the girl from Atlanta.
Yeah, Zazie Beetz. Doesn't look like them. It looks like whoever photoshopped them fucked their face, because Zazie Beetz is beautiful. That's her there?
Yeah, that's her there.
That does not look like her. And this guy, please don't tell me that's. Hold on.
I don't know that actor's name, and I didn't write it down in my notes.
This is the guy? Is it on the thing?
No, it's not on the poster.
This is a guy from Santa Clarita Diet, right?
I think so. I've seen him somewhere. I don't know.
Oh my God. That picture does not do any of those actors any justice.
This screen is not I noticed today that it wasn't that good. If we move over here, it might look
Oh,
better.
maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
And the
Because the
top
shadowing
lady
on the
and the
screen
top,
is
the
not-
lady in the top, they did her dirty. Whatever they did to smush up her face, they fucked that
It's
shit
the shadowing.
Sorry.
It watch just probably looks better on other people's screens.
I'm not sure, but that poor
Hold on,
lady.
let's-
All these people are very attractive people. That means no,
Oh, it's still
whoever
the same.
photoshopped it, I don't know. Wild.
Oh no.
Don't fuck it up now.
Well, this was really good. It's very interesting so far. I've only seen the first episode, so if I keep watching it, I'll let you know. But and then Teen Mom came back.
Oh yeah.
So if you like Teen Mom and if you haven't listened to our episode yet with Cheyenne, make sure you go back to that episode and you listen to Cheyenne come on to our show and talk about being a PSM.
Actually,
Stumbling over my words as per usual.
Since we go for it, since I'll prime your hit with this. I keep looking into the writers strike and the acting strike and all that shit.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like there is going to be a resurgence. If these people want to fuck around and find out for real and they're going to really stave it out. First of all, independent, right?
A24 is already doing.
Oh, yeah. A24 is like, what? Say no more.
They're
We got you, fam.
We'll do what you guys want. Well, let's still make movies.
Yeah, right. So, and they're like, but I do feel like this is where people are going to fall back on TV reality, and that's going to be a whole thing. And we're going to start seeing some new, as if we needed more TV reality shows. But like, I feel like that's the only way they're going to kind of
fill the gap.
Yeah, they're going to kind of figure a way around it, which is weird then too. If people go on TV reality shows, are those people considered scabs? Is that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, anybody on a TV reality show, I mean, yeah, you're on a TV reality show to like do like game show stuff, but at the same time, trying to win money. But you're on there because you're trying to get some sort of eyes looking in your direction.
I don't know, but they're not really usually actors and stuff. Some people maybe, but
I don't know. Well, I'm just saying
Yeah.
that's a good argument to have.
yeah,
Is TV reality going to, be a thing, like explode
already
now? It's already a
huge.
thing, and if so,
will it get even bigger? But
will you get in trouble?
no, we need good quality stuff.
Yeah, things that people write, not fucking machines.
You also have people like us that make content.
I know.
So
Hey,
be sure to share,
yeah.
subscribe to our channel and share it and let people know.
If
they're finding, they're looking for something to watch.
Watch us because why not? You can smoke with us too. Also, and our YouTube channel, that's where the place to go. So, if you're a patron, hey, thanks so much for hanging out.
Yes, special thank you to you guys. We love you guys.
We do all kinds of stuff for you guys. Hey, if you don't like being showered with our attention and love, just rate, review, and share our podcast. Then we'll shower you with our love as well. I don't know. I feel like I know. I don't know where to take it. Let's talk about the NPC thing for a second. Let's have a conversation about that because we've been having a couple of asides. So, okay. The NPC thing on live stream and TikTok is like a huge thing. And I don't know if it comes in lulls of like trends. Okay, because there's been times on the show where I've been like, oh my God, what's fucking popping up on my live stream this week? And it's like, okay, there was a time when it was a lot of like rooms where like the gift that you send sets off an alarm and people are sleeping.
Yeah, like while they're sleeping. That was
nonsense.
really weird.
A lot of people were doing that shit. Then there was a time when people are like randomly videotaping themselves destroy their kitchen, like making messes, and people are just like, what the fuck is happening? Or people who like set up like whatever, or people who do like workspace, right, where it's like, oh, this is a workspace, a live stream, and it's somebody doing work and to keep themselves
bottle
accountable.
Doubling. Yeah, like ADHD bottle doubling. They work well with others. So like they're on live and then they have 5 minutes of productive work, and then they have like 2 minutes of break,
talking to people,
and then 5.
so there I saw a lot of those, right?
I remember
And
seeing
it's like
those.
this progression of what the live streams
I've
turn
seen
into.
like writing people's usernames for some reason or whatever.
Right, that
Yeah,
one, or
writing
like
it
the
down.
big screen where the lady is like so it's the lady on the big screen of her live stream, and she goes to people's profiles to talk
Mhm.
about the profile.
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, all right. Or I've seen too a lot of times a long street out in, I don't know, I would think it's like in Europe somewhere, or I don't know, China or something, where it's like you
Scenic.
see people, it's like a sidewalk, but
Oh.
you see little YouTube ring light, like little setups where people are doing live streams.
How about that
all
bridge
around
with all the people on it?
Oh my
swaying?
god, that, yeah, right, where they're all like trying not to fall off the bridge, and everybody's like,
And then there's just like random like a small town nightlife, like where it's just live in a bar or something like that. You've never seen those pop up?
right, yeah, or the theme parks people who are live all day. They have nothing to do.
Oh yeah,
other than
no,
go to
I've
the
seen
theme
people
parks.
literally like be in
Rides and fucking
Disney
shit.
and they're selling the stuff in the stores, or basically people will send them money to buy stuff right there
Oh, wow.
in the store and send it to them.
And then the whole thing of like selling stuff on live stream. The wig
now there's
ladies,
TikTok
where they're
shop
like, oh,
too.
which one you like? Or the nails, oh, which nail do you like, baby? And then they try them on and they, oh, whatever. Or
they pack the
scoops,
orders.
all kinds of stuff. So this girl Pinky Doll came up recently talking about she'd be pulling in 2K, 4K per live stream.
I saw her like a year ago.
Me too. I saw her a long time ago.
I showed my husband. I was like, "Look how weird this
it evolved
is." Like,
into
look
that.
I was like, "Look how many thousands of people are in here right now watching this girl like
hair straightener with the popcorn."
She was no, the girl that I saw was acting like an anime character.
I seen those too. I seen the lady that they're the Pinky Doll lady a long time ago, and I seen the progression of like what her live stream turned into, because
she would like cosplay, dress up, and then like
she first started with the hair iron popcorn bullshit, and
I saw that too. I didn't know that was the same person.
Yeah, and then it started turning into the blah, 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 whatever, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? But I have seen people who do the cosplay NPC thing, and that to me makes a little more sense artistically, creatively, because they're playing whatever character they're dressed up as. They're not just a random person playing themselves as if they were like a fake. What are they? They're like a fake game person. What are they supposed to be like? I thought it was like an anime. Their character.
Yeah.
Right. They're like a video game character, right?
Non-something character.
Well,
non-playable character, non-playable character.
First of all, it's turned in. It's not even artistic.
It's usually
anymore.
like a character that's in the background in a game that you're playing that you interact with.
It's not you playing that character, isn't it? You playing the character?
No, it's a NPC.
I'm pretty sure it's non-playable character. Okay, got it.
So it's like a character you encounter in a universe where you're playing a game.
Oh, and they're just like a background actor. So they're just like.
Yeah, you interact with it. They probably just say just a few things, and that's it for whatever interaction.
They're like sugar dates and figs, sugar dates and figs, sugar dates and pistachios, and then that's the last you see.
So I guess it makes sense. Whatever you do, whatever interaction you do is the same.
It's those random lines that they deliver, and it could be any ridiculous shit. The fucking yum yum yum. What was one of the? We came up with some ridiculous ones when we were first talking about it. It gives me a little bit of the ick sometimes when it's kind of sexually like it's sexually kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's suggestive, sexually suggestive.
Okay.
I still those give me the ick. Those are weird to me. Like I mean, I guess like I just don't understand what the enjoyment is unless you're talking directly to the person. You know what I mean?
I mean, you don't enjoy it. You scroll away. Other people enjoy it. They engage.
I feel a lot of times people are like sitting there watching it because they're like, what the fuck is happening right now? How stoned
they
am I?
Get a lot of gifts.
You know what I'm saying?
They get a lot of gifts. It's lucrative.
And you know what? I've thought about doing it, but then I'm like, I feel so stupid already going on live and being like, hey guys.
We should do a poll.
How's it going, guys?
We should do a poll. Should we go on TikTok live for 10 minutes?
10 minutes and do it?
Do it for 10 minutes.
What, to poll our podcast audience?
Yeah,
listeners?
They should let us know if we should
we do it? We should let them write the prompts for us and then do like what they got to help us with the prompts. Grind,
Yeah.
grind the flowers. You know, whatever. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Any way to
silly.
get that bag, any way to catch that bag. Like, what is there gonna be the
If
next
it's gonna
weird
play
live
for
stream?
next vacation with our patrons, let's do it.
Oh yeah, is that it? Oh, we need money somehow. We're gonna have to pretend to be
We're gonna be
background
pot smoking
actors.
mom NPCs.
What you need? You need papers? What you need? You need papers?
I got the munchies.
Yum. Ice cream. I don't know.
All
Fucking
right.
weird. Love the internet. Gotta love the internet.
The internet is a
Oh my god,
crazy
that
place to
the
be.
lady with the puppets. Do, 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 dancing with the puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like some, I don't know. She loves Jim Henson or something. She dresses like a fairy and she has like a whole bunch of puppet
Oh, I haven't seen
background
this one.
actors.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, NPCs. Who knew this is where we would go? You know what?
I've been on Barbie side of TikTok.
Oh, Barbie side?
Yeah, I've been on Barbie TikTok where they're just talking about Barbies, the creator of the Barbie. She co-founded Mattel with her husband, and then all the things with what she's been wearing. What's her name? Margot Robbie's
Robbie.
been wearing all the Barbie
Iconic
outfits.
Did
Like,
you? Were you? I had a bestie growing up, and she would buy the holiday Barbies and keep them in the box.
I never opened them.
I never opened. Some of them she did, and then after a few years, when we were growing up, they started not be getting opened.
Oh man!
So they were like collectible. But I mean, those
I'm
are like
sure,
collectible items. Was there like a Barbie that you remember specifically? Like, what was your favorite Barbie?
No, I don't think I have a favorite
No.
Barbie. I did play with Barbies, but I don't remember having a favorite Barbie. I remember always wanting the Barbie dream house and not being able to have it.
I had
And
the
that my
like
friend had it.
I had the dupe. The Barbie dream house dupe. Barbies don't exactly fit in this house, but you'll make them. It'll fit your
make it
budget.
work.
Yeah. Mom made it fit our budget. My Barbies don't fit in here, but at least it fit our family budget.
I just had a few Barbies.
I
I would
had
go to
a
my
new-
friend's house and she had all the good stuff.
Yeah,
the
I
car
had a friend with all the
and
good
the
stuff.
house and
The townhouse. The
I
fucking
just bring my Barbies over to play.
yeah, all the new kids on the block.
Oh man, do kids still play with Barbies?
I think
My husband
now
was
that-
asking this, and I was like,
yeah.
I think so. Like,
I mean, look, my daughter's doing the Polly Pockets now. I love Polly Pockets.
Yeah, that's still a
I
thing.
used to love Polly Pockets. They came back.
Polly Pocket.
Yeah, it's a thing now. And she got a couple of purses that they fold out, and it's a
Mhm.
whole little thing with the little. It's really cute, but they're so little that I'm constantly going, you guys gotta keep track
gonna
of the
lose
Polly
it."
Pockets. It's gonna get fucking lost. So,
For sure.
but you know, again, all the little stuffs, the little tiny things,
Mhm.
children's toys. Oh, this is hey guys, we got a segment that you love coming up.
Let's go. News Nugs, where we get high and read the news to you. So, Gigi Hadid busted for weed in Cayman Islands. This was pretty crazy because she was doing a private jet and everything. And she still got
Oh, and she's
busted.
still
Look at that.
poor Gigi.
Look
Got
at that.
on a private jet. She still got busted. Aww.
Fashion model Gigi Hadid and a friend were arrested on marijuana charges in the Cayman Islands last week. Custom officials confirmed on Tuesday. After appearing in court and paying a fine, the pair continued their vacation and have since left the Caribbean nation, according to multiple media reports. Hadid, a self-described Nepo baby, her father is a real estate developer and her mother was featured on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. After a 15-year modeling career of her own, was arrested on July 10th along with her friend Leah Nicole McCarthy after they arrived in a private plane from New York City, according to officials with the Cayman Islands Customs and Border Patrol. During the search of their luggage, ganja and utensils used for the consumption of ganja were found in the luggage of both passengers, according to a report from Island News.
Of course,
source
that's what I was
Cayman
gonna say.
Marl Road.
I'm like, oh, they only use ganja and Cayman. I'm like, I'm sure. I was like, I'm sure this is an island person that wrote that part because there's no way.
Yeah,
These people started with marijuana
they're
and
calling
then
it
now they're like
ganja.
ganja. No, it's because we took it from the.
The quantities were relatively small and were seemingly for personal consumption. See, look, even taking a little bit of weed, they got busted and arrested. That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, like when you're going into other countries, that's where you got to be careful.
Yeah, but if you got money,
they thought since they were on a private jet that maybe it wouldn't be an issue. You got this? You want me to keep going?
The two women were arrested and taken to a detention center where they were released on bail. 2 days after their arrival, Hadid and McCarthy were charged with suspicion of importation of ganja and importation of utensils used for the consumption of ganja. They later appeared before a summary court where they pleaded guilty and agreed to pay a fine of $1,000.
That's it. That's nothing to them.
$1,000. That's chump change. They were released with a clean record, according to customs officials. Ronde Coletta, Hadid's representative, told the Washington Post that the supermodel had purchased the cannabis with a medical marijuana recommendation and noted that the medicinal use of cannabis has been legal in Grand Cayman since 2017. Her record remains clear and she enjoyed the rest of her time on the island, Coletta said.
She probably picked up weed from the locals.
She's like, oh man, they just took my stash. Anybody got it? And somebody just handed her a spliff of the ganja. Once free, Hadid and McCarthy continued their vacation, with media reports noting that they had been seen at a karaoke bar and snapping poolside selfies that were later posted on Instagram. All's well that ends well, Hadid captioned the post, which did not specifically address her arrest.
Oh, yeah. So it's like implying cannabis policy reform in the Cayman Islands. So this is what's up in the Cayman Islands as far as cannabis is concerned. In 2021, cannabis activists in the Cayman Islands began collecting signatures for a voter initiative to decriminalize marijuana. If adopted, the proposal would also expunge the records of people who have been convicted of using or possessing small amounts of cannabis. And last year, the Cayman Islands Parliament voted to hold a referendum that would decriminalize small amounts of marijuana. If either becomes law, the island nation will join others in the Caribbean region that have decriminalized cannabis or legalized medical marijuana, including Puerto Rico, Dominica, Jamaica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Hey, take note of those vacation destinations.
These are all vacation destinations.
Take note of all those vacation destinations, guys.
Ori Marin the Fourth, right? It says the fourth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A civil attorney who drafted the voter-led initiative said that the proposal was drafted to address the disproportionate impact cannabis prohibition has on the island's young adults, many of whom who live in its lower income communities. I think it's quite an onerous burden for them to get a criminal charge that then disallows them to obtain employment in the future, or in certain cases could hurt their ability to travel for the purpose of school, university, trade qualifications. He said he knew at least one person who couldn't travel to the U.S. because of marijuana possession charge.
Marin noted that while residents of both wealthy and lower income communities use drugs, arrests of low income residents are more prevalent. You're less likely to have police patrols going through a gated community than, say, if you're looking at lower income places, which tend to have higher crime rates and greater police surveillance, Marin said. Last year, law enforcement officers arrested 154 people for drug-related crimes in the island nation of about 80,000 residents, according to data from the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service.
It seems like a lot.
Yeah, no? For 80,000?
Yeah, because 80,000 is not a lot of people.
Right. Most cannabis-related arrests were for marijuana possession, with only 3 people arrested for importing pot.
Importing pot.
The charge faced by Hadid and her traveling companion.
She was importing pot for personal consumption. That's so dumb.
Yeah, it was like a small amount too.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, whatever. Let's let this person.
Let's let this Nepo baby go.
Nepo baby go.
It's like, thanks, guys. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my vacation. Hey, you should watch us on YouTube. If you aren't right now, please go over to YouTube, subscribe,
leave us a little comment, like the video.
We want to get to 1,000
in your stories,
which is our intention for our live stream finale.
To get to 1,000 subscribers
to
on
get
YouTube,
to 1,000 subscribers on
there.
YouTube. Yes, definitely.
Get there.
But in the meantime, we got another segment y'all love.
I love you, Miami.
All right, so we have an update here. Florida Advocacy Group, which is Smart and Safe Florida, files brief against Attorney General for challenging 2024 ballot initiative. So remember, we were talking about how Ashley Moody was like, this shit is
It's federally illegal.
it's federally illegal, so it's misleading and it should not be considered blah 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 blah. So this is Smart and Safe's reaction to that.
They're like, we put too much money in this shit, bitch.
So they filed their own thing saying, shut up, bitch. And they weren't the only one that filed. They had some backup. So the Florida-based advocacy group, Smart and Safe Florida, SSF, has been hard at work trying to get a cannabis legalization initiative on the ballot for 2024. The most recent developments include new briefs filed with the Florida Supreme Court. On July 19th, Smart and Safe Florida, alongside the Medical Marijuana Business Association of Florida and Cato Institute, filed a new brief with the Florida Supreme Court in response to Attorney General Ashley Moody, who is challenging the initiative. The Supreme Court is labeling this as a high-profile case.
You know them stoner puns.
In the brief, SSF states that the roadmap for previous cannabis ballot initiatives have been guiding cannabis reform, but that Moody is attempting to alter that process. In the past several years, this court has established a roadmap for sponsors of marijuana-related ballot initiatives. In drafting the initiative, SSF followed the clear roadmap. But the Attorney General and other opponents now argue that this court should abruptly redraw the map. The brief stated, the Attorney General lead argument is that this court should discard 3 of its recent precedents that is expressly encouraged ballot sponsors to use as blueprints for drafting future initiatives. So she's just like, this don't work. We should change it after they spent like all this time,
which
and
is
money.
typical because when we had, isn't that what Minority and what
When we had Minority on
Floridians for Freedom, right?
Jody
was on the show where they're like, they'll shoot it down whichever way they can by challenging the verbiage on it. But like, yo, these people were like, no, we invested way too much.
We're gotten too far.
Hell, right. In attempting to redraw this initiative map, SSF claims that Moody is suggesting that the Supreme Court abandoned the differential standard of review that it has consistently applied to ballot initiatives for decades, essentially arguing that this court committed legal error in dozens of decisions and that it should invent a new, more lenient standard for discarding precedent. SSF is asking the Supreme Court to reject these misguided efforts to jettison established legal rules in service of a thinly veiled policy agenda, and to confirm that SSF's initiative satisfies the legal requirements to be placed on the ballot. Medical Marijuana Business Association of Florida and Cato Institute also issued individual briefs as well. The Medical Marijuana Business Association of Florida said that Moody's argument is misleading because it fails to disclose that there may be a significant period in which the marijuana industry will be unregulated in the production of marijuana for non-medical personal use by adults, ignores the current regulatory scheme that would remain in place, is speculative, and is belied by Florida's history of robustly regulating marijuana.
Coño.
I know, man. They're like, they really went.
Why do they
ham
talk
on
like
those.
this?
Yeah, right. This is kind of going a little bit. They're kind of going a little overboard with that. The organization asserts that, I mean, it's legal terms, obviously. Like, we're just so like, pompous. You just sound like you're throwing, right? It's so pompous. It sounds like they're throwing all the words. They're in the background looking at a dictionary, going, what's a different word for this easy one? And they're like, oh, speculative.
Right click.
What's a big word for this?
Right click.
What?
Where you highlight the word and you right click and you look up the
synonyms, right?
The
and then they're like, exactly. That's what this feels like sometimes. It's like, do we really gotta go to say all this shit?
Just
anyways, yeah, just talk normal. The Cato Institute's brief, like, what are you, Shakespeare over here? Because just give me the facts. The Cato Institute's brief argues that the ballot initiative does not violate the state's single subject rule for ballot initiatives,
which is what they said last time. So, in order for SSF's ballot to fully qualify, it will need to submit 891,589,000 signatures, valid signatures. In March, they submitted 420,000.
Oh, why do we gotta talk about that shit again?
We talked about it before.
No, but I mean, I'm saying like they always bring it up like, haha, remember this funny joke we made about 420,000 signatures?
Because at the time,
write that in your blurb.
They want to be like, oh, they submitted it at 420,000 when at the time they only needed 222,881 to get to that spot, to that point. But they waited to 420,000 just for that reason.
Eye rolls.
2 months later, Moody submitted her opinion that the ballot doesn't meet the requirements of the single subject rule. We very much look forward to Moody's analysis, but importantly, to both written or arguments before the Florida Supreme Court and a positive ruling from the court, SSF said at the time. As an aside, it is important to note that the opinion of the Attorney General is not binding and that this matter will be decided after both sides have had their way before the Florida Supreme Court. By June, Moody officially challenged the initiative with a legal opinion that we talked about before, saying that it's incorrect and misleading because cannabis is still illegal under federal law. Previously, Moody called a ballot initiative from 2021 misleading, and the Florida Supreme Court rejected the measure. So they're probably going to do the same. They're going to be like, this bitch is just wasting our time.
Yeah.
I hope.
Like, we seen you around these parts, Karen. And quite frankly, we're done with the fuckery. It's too much money has gone into this.
So this is another update.
This is like a ridiculous.
Oh no, this one? Yes, go for it. I mean, I will go for it. I'm supposed to read now.
I thought you were like, oh, I'm ready to book a fucking nude cruise. Oh, snap. Jay's going on a nude cruise. She's going to be like live from nude boat in the middle of the ocean. Everybody's farting. Everybody's farting fucking culo para el aire.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like when they're sitting and farting on things, there's going to be like poop matter on everything. Oh my God,
no. Actually, we're gonna get into the details of the rules that have been set.
So apparently, a nude cruise is coming to Miami, guys. Better pack extra sunscreen if you plan to go,
buddy,
because you have more to cover.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
A new kind of.
I'm sorry. I was trying to do a sound effect.
Farting though?
I was trying to do a sound effect of the bottle squirting the sunscreen.
Sure. A new kind of cruise will be sailing out of Port of Miami. Pack extra sunscreen because all of the passengers will be nude. Nude cruises aren't new and certainly not for everyone. No shit. They're not new. But going out in public in the buff goes back centuries. And advocates include Benjamin Franklin.
Sí, todo lo feo.
And David Thor, who surely would have appreciated the option of the shipboard buffet on the Lido Dock. And Miami Gateway to the warm and sunny Caribbean seems like a natural place to set sail. The firm, Bare Necessities Tour and Travel, has hired Norwegian Cruise Line to host an annual nude cruise in 2025. An executive told the Miami Herald in an interview on Tuesday. That firm has chartered similar excursions with Carnival Cruises out of Tampa in recent years, including one scheduled for next February.
Carnival Cruise Lines, Fart Central.
Well, now it's Norwegian.
Now it's Norwegian. We recently negotiated a 2025 charter with NCL, said Ken Tiemann, Chief Operating Officer for the Austin, Texas-based Bare Necessities. It will be the first charter out of Miami and with Norwegian Cruise Lines. The 11-day excursion.
That's way too long.
The 2025 Big Nude Boat.
Big Nude Boat.
Because we already. That's all you need to know about that. On NCL's Norwegian Pearl will depart Miami on February 3rd, 2025. Stops include Great Stirrup Cay, Bahamas, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Castries, St. Lucia. Tickets will go on sale in August. Reservations must be made through Bare Necessities.
There you go, guys. If you're interested in this, August, tickets go on sale.
Please. And if any of you go on this cruise, we need a direct report.
Please.
We don't need to have video footage.
DM us or something.
But we would
tell us about your experience. We need to get so we can talk about it.
A pot smoking mom reporter on the nude cruise.
A correspondent.
I think we got Professor Jesse. We got something there. The company was also looking to appeal to repeat cruisers. You get some passengers. The departure location was a big reason for the switch of cruise companies. You can get further and deeper into the Caribbean in 7 days from Miami than you can in
For-
7 days from Tampa.
Did they really have to use
Said
the
T-Man.
description further?
Oh, you know they did. The company was also looking to appeal to repeat cruisers. You get some passengers that desire a change of scenery.
Lots of
He said.
fucking balls and nuts.
New hairy balls. I gotta see new hairy balls.
Tatas, tits and ass, and balls and shafts.
I was looking for where it says it in the article. Nope, that was improv there.
I thought I was reading that.
I was like tits and ass. Where does it say? Tits and ass, butt cracks, and
balls
dick
and
tips.
shafts.
What'd you say? Nalgas.
So what is a nude cruise? I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Oh boy, but
here
we're
we
gonna
go.
get into it, guys.
This is a nude cruise, guys. Bare necessity trips are for naturists, not kinky adventurers. We try to stay pure to the values of the American Association of Nude Recreation.
Oh, there's a whole thing. There's a whole association.
American Association of Nude Recreation, AANR, said T. Timon. We're not a lifestyle or a swinger cruise, said Timon. There is a little bit of confusion. Those types of hedonistic cruises, oh my, certainly do exist, he said.
Okay.
But they are really lifestyle cruises and comprise a different category, he noted.
Yeah,
okay,
those
so
usually-
he wants to make it very
He's
clear
like,
this
"Hey,
is not
guys,
this is not a swinger cruise.
It's not. But if you want one of those, gonna have to go on the pirate ship over
But
there.
yes,
those are available.
hedonistic-
Those are available. Those are just over there.
Jeez. AANR, based in Kissimmee, Florida, near Orlando, touts Franklin and Thor's support of nudity. It reminds folks that President John Quincy Adams regularly bathed nude in the Potomac River. Okay. We're just offering a cruise to people who prefer not to wear clothes, Timon observed.
Which is
So
nice.
just you and the high seas with nothing in between them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to be able to just sit out naked on a boat.
I know,
but I wouldn't
but I
want to
wanna
be
be-
around a lot of other people.
Right. I would want to be on my own boat around only the people on that boat, not like, not a whole cruise.
Not thousands of people.
Right.
Or
Like,
hundreds.
I mean, look,
or-
everybody do. Hey,
and
whatever
how does
makes
it
you
work?
happy.
Are you naked
Some people,
everywhere? I hope they're not naked when they're like in the buffet line.
Listen. I buffet lines in my mind. I'm like, I don't want this ever
Never again.
And then a cruise, nonetheless. I mean, whatever.
A
I've talked
naked
about, and then a naked cruise. You go for the hot dogs. Whoops. Not the right one. I don't know. It's a little bit. A whole cruise, I don't know, and then you're stuck.
It's
on
11
a ship
days,
with
too. That's
people.
way
That's
too long.
That's a long time.
That's way too long. It should be like a long weekend, maybe max 3 or 4 days.
Yes. So Bare Necessities still has to finish organizing its 2024 cruise on the Carnival Pride, which departs Tampa on February 25th and lasts 1 week. Cheapest fares for that are $1,200 to share double occupancy per room. Port taxes are estimated at $150 per person. They don't seem too concerned with the norovirus, which recently afflicted passengers of sub cruises.
Ew.
The health protocols are handled by the cruise line, said Tiemann. I'm not concerned at all. Bare Necessity's first cruise with Carnival was in February of 99. Its first one with another carrier was in 1991. It always charters with a cruise line. It's worked with Holland America, owned by Carnival Corporation and Celebrity Cruises, a subsidiary of Royal Caribbean too, but it had no department for Miami since 2018.
Oh, okay.
As for future
been
plans,
here before.
it's like, hey, baby,
We're
you
back.
Remember me?
We're back again.
We're back again. You could be naked on me the whole time. You could be naked on this one the whole time.
Oh, have you ever been to the nude beach by Hollover?
I haven't. I know some people who have. Whatever. Hey.
I haven't been nude there.
Yeah, dude.
I've been through there.
I just don't like cruises at all. So this is even like worse because it's like, now we're on a cruise and we're all stuck here together, and there's a lot of things flipping and flopping. So let's get to the rules of nude cruising, because I took a gander at these while I was writing the teas, and this is the juicy
Oh my
part.
God.
Because
okay.
you're like, oh well, we're just gonna have dicks and
Naked-
balls just all over the place, and you could just rub your butt and fart all over like stools.
Yeah, like where are you nude?
on the bar?
Do you go to dinner
No.
nude? Like, do they?
Right.
How
Well,
does it work?
Right.
So the rules of nude cruising. Here are the rules of decorum. For the 2024 cruise, Teeman expects them to be similar for the 2025
On the
big
nude boat.
nude boat.
We're
with
on the nude
Norwegian Cruise
boat.
Lines. When the ship is dockside along port, all passengers must be dressed throughout the vessel, including balconies, until the ship leaves port and an announcement is made that nudity is again permissible. Okay, so I thought about that. I thought about it being docked there. You know how everybody is waving? Will they all be naked out there?
Yeah.
They obviously they can't. They
Right.
have to be out at a reasonable
out on
distance,
the
I guess.
ocean, when they're
They're like,
all right, guys,
all clear, guys.
get your titties out and your dicks out. We rocking and a rolling, yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's answer some buffet questions, the nude buffet questions. The ship provides a self-serve buffet on the Lido deck, which is a clothes-free area.
Ugh.
Clothing is required for all meals taken in the dining rooms. Casual attire is fine in all of these venues. Bathrobes are not permitted in the dining room. So there is
in the dining room
area,
you gotta be dressed.
There's one buffet that you can go,
where you can have your dick out,
cocks
and
out, socks out. You know what I'm saying?
everybody can have everything.
Everywhere
out.
else is like, nah, let's
Only on the Lido deck, because that's where we let the Lido out.
Yeah,
we Lido it out.
Right.
Okay. But in the dining hall, you have to be dressed, not even bathrobes, they said. So like,
so you gotta be like, prim and proper. I like this next one.
So lingerie, fetish wear, and excessive general jewelry are not appropriate at any time. And they're straight on the we're just being naked here. We're no kinks.
Yeah.
No sexy stuff here.
Right.
This isn't about sexy.
Right.
This is just about free.
Just hanging out.
Just being free.
You know what I'm saying? Please sit on a towel at all times while nude in a G-string thong or anytime you are bare bottomed.
That's good.
A fresh beach towel will be provided in your stateroom each day for that purpose.
I like that because I was really worried about the bare asses on everything.
Oh, yeah. That's what you're worried about primarily. I mean,
Yeah, bare asses on everything, and then you gotta come back and sit on something that somebody else was bare assed on.
Yeah, right.
No, bro.
And then they're always gonna have that sign up in the pool that says, "Please don't get in the pool if you have diarrhea." No, not a good idea.
Displaying yourself nude in front of other ships in port or while port authorities are on board the vessel for clearance is strictly prohibited. Okay, the nakedness is only for
that boat.
For that boat only, and while at sea, I guess.
Stop acting up. No photographs, videos, or electronic images of any person may be taken without the express consent of that individual. Yeah, bro, because obviously no photo zones around the pools or in dance venues must be followed to avoid confiscation of photo capturing devices.
Yeah, you can't just be taking pictures willy-nilly.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if you're on this boat under the idea of like
have like stations where you take pictures. They're probably not gonna do that. Can you imagine? They're just like, pictures of people naked.
I mean, people they'll be into that.
Dangerous or rude behavior will not be tolerated at any time.
Man.
Be cool. I mean, I think that's any cruise.
Yeah,
right?
and this one's also very straight up forward. Fondling or inappropriate touching of personal body parts or those of someone else, overt sexual activity, or any solicitation for sexual acts is strictly prohibited.
So no touching yourself or other people.
Yeah, or like going on this ship with the idea of like, oh, this is gonna be sexy
everywhere.
Yeah, it's not.
No, that's not what it is.
Not what it is.
It's just about freedom at the sea.
Yeah, free to do what I want. I don't know, on a cruise ship. Go to the beach over here.
I don't know. I would rather do the beach.
I don't know. I just crew just.
If I wanted to be
open,
naked outside, just
out
do
in
the
the
beach,
ocean.
I've done like an outdoor shower. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think that's cool too. I've seen Airbnbs with those and stuff. That's cool. Hi checkpoint. We went for a second bowl.
We did. I think we've been doing that a lot lately.
I'm like, hey, man.
I give mine a 4. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I give mine A 4.5.
Okay,
Yeah.
4.5.
4.5.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Good. That's one of your NPC words. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then you smell the flower. Good stuff. That's the thing. Sniff, sniff.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, we gotta practice that. Man, that smells so good though. That does smell so good. Hey.
That's weird.
Patrons, we love you. Our little babies, they're patrons. We love you. I don't know. I'm in the NPC thing, right? We're gonna try and make some books that way.
Oh my God. Thank you, Destiny,
Lauren,
Christy,
Denise,
Peaches,
Meredith,
Natalie,
Angelina,
Jenny,
Catherine,
Jay,
Jesse,
Diane,
Gabby,
and Leslie. Thank you so much, guys. We love you guys.
Yes.
Become a patron for early access to episodes, to be on our Discord server, have input on this show, plan our next vacation together.
Come to the mom side.
Yeah. Or just make sure you subscribe, rate, review, and share our content. And we'll see you guys next week.
Love you.
Bye.